Well, the Great Barrier Reef is a national and international icon, and we take our environmental responsibility very seriously. We farm 400,000 hectares adjoining the Great Barrier Reef. Some people have described this as probably one of the most challenging environmental gigs on planet Earth, but we're up for it. We've got a lot of hilly country here. In the past, the water would have annihilated the topsoil, washed it all away, but green trash blanketing has been a revolution. As you can see, what it does do is it dissipates the energy of heavy rainfall events, but also it acts as a blanket and smothers the development of weeds. So look, it's been a revolution. Look at the cane, it's rich green. Obviously, because the soil isn't moving, that cane is operating in an optimum cane growing environment.
We used to drop it on top, and you always had to make sure that the cane was tall enough, the leaves were high enough that you didn't lose it in the atmosphere. But now with the still splitter, we can go in a month earlier and just straight into the still, and it's underground and we know we're not going to lose it. And by getting it in earlier, it's much better here in the wet industry that we get it in early and get it away before the wet season comes.
Not only are these rows straight to a 2 centimetre accuracy, they're repeatable across this whole field. That allows you in 5 years' time, when this crop cycle's ended, to come in and know that that this is the area that's growing the crop, and this is the area that's the traffic zone.
This is a creek that runs through the middle of our property, and my kids and even when I was small, used to come swimming down here all the time. So it's something that I don't want to pollute. We're right at the top of the last farm at the top of the hill, so we don't want to cause anything. Fertiliser and all the inputs are very expensive. We don't want to waste them either, so we want to use them to the best that we can. So we just, like I said, I think every farmer in the whole industry would want to protect the land, and that's what our main aim is.
Riparian vegetation is very, very important. It performs a couple of uses. It actually traps sediment before it runs into the runner stream, and attached to that sediment is usually the nutrients, and the vegetation holds the sediment and then uses the nutrient.
Our whole farm is trained back to this one point, so any runoff from our farm comes back here and we can pick it up and recycle it. And as well as the neighbouring farms comes into this creek, we can pick it up and put it back into our dam. That's that much water that's not going out to the reef.
On this farm map, this is where the dam is, and this is the dam here. We've got two waterways which basically catch the water coming off these parcels of land and basically run the water straight into the dam. Now, if there's any sediment that comes out of that landscape, it's actually caught in this dam here. And then every sort of 15 to 20 years, we would actually clean all the debris out of that and we'd be right to go again. So it's been working here for probably more than 30 years and been doing a really good job of it. We're controlling whatever runs off that land before it goes into the catchment, before it goes out of the overflow and down into the river systems.
We've got a powerful vested interest to make sure that we're farming this land sustainably. One of my colleagues always says to me, the great thing about the sugar industry now is that the environmental driver and the economic driver line up. The two coincide. Best practice environmentally means optimum economic outcome for a farmer.